What's up, WWE Universe? Welcome back to Wrestling vs. CC. If you're watching this, you already know something massive just went down on WWE programming, and we need to talk about it right now. Jey Uso has finally broken his silence after his twin brother Jimmy was brutally attacked by Drew McIntyre, and what he revealed has sent shockwaves through the entire wrestling world. Before we get into the explosive details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell because we're about to break down everything that happened, what Jey said, and what this means for the future of the Bloodline saga. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single second of this. Let's set the stage here. For weeks now, tension has been building between Drew McIntyre and the USO family. The Scottish Warrior has made it crystal clear that he's coming for everyone associated with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, and he's been backing up those words with pure brutality. But what happened to Jimmy Uso took things to a completely different level. Drew McIntyre didn't just attack Jimmy. He destroyed him. We're talking about a vicious, calculated assault that left Jimmy laid out in the middle of the ring. The Claymore kick that connected was devastating, but Drew didn't stop there. He continued the onslaught, showing a level of aggression we haven't seen from the Scottish psychopath in a long time. The WWE Universe watched in horror as medical personnel rushed to the ring to check on Jimmy. His twin brother Jey wasn't there when it happened, and that fact alone has been eating at him ever since. The guilt, the anger, the frustration, all of it came pouring out when Jey finally addressed the situation. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Jey Uso sat down for an interview, and let me tell you, main event Jey Uso was fired up like we've never seen before. The emotion in his voice was raw and real. This wasn't scripted drama. This was a man talking about his twin brother, his blood, being targeted and attacked. Jey started by addressing Drew McIntyre directly. He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Drew has made the biggest mistake of his career. Jey explained that you can come after him all you want, you can challenge him in the ring, you can talk trash about the Bloodline, but the moment you put your hands on his twin brother, you crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. The fire in Jey's eyes when he spoke was undeniable. He talked about the bond between him and Jimmy, how they came into this business together, how they've been side by side through every war, every championship, every betrayal, and every triumph. He said that attacking Jimmy wasn't just an attack on one person, it was an attack on everything the Usos represent. But here's the truth bomb that Jey dropped that has everyone talking. He revealed that Jimmy's attack wasn't random. According to Jey, Drew McIntyre has been planning this for weeks. The Scottish Warrior has been studying their movements, waiting for the perfect moment when the twins were separated, when Jimmy was vulnerable and alone. Jey said that Drew specifically waited until he wasn't around because McIntyre knew that if both Usos were there, the outcome would have been very different. This revelation adds a whole new layer to Drew's actions. It shows that this wasn't just a heat-of-the-moment assault, this was premeditated, strategic, and calculated. Jey went on to explain that Drew was trying to dismantle the Bloodline piece by piece. First, he went after Roman Reigns and cost him opportunities. Then he targeted Solo Sikoa. Now he's attacking the Usos individually because he knows that divided, they're more vulnerable than when they're united. The main event continued, saying that Drew McIntyre has awakened something in him that's been dormant for a while. Jey talked about how he's been on his own journey, trying to establish himself as a singles competitor, trying to step out of the Bloodline's shadow and make his own name. But family is family, and when someone attacks your twin brother, all of that goes out the window. Here's another critical piece of information that Jey revealed. He said that Jimmy is injured, but the extent of the injury is still being evaluated by WWE medical staff. The Claymore kick and the subsequent assault did real damage, and Jimmy might be out of action for some time. This is devastating news for the USO family and for fans who love seeing the twins in action. Jey's voice cracked with emotion when he talked about seeing his brother in that condition. He described going to the medical facility and seeing Jimmy laid up, hurt and angry. Jey said that Jimmy kept apologizing, saying he should have seen it coming, should have been more prepared. But Jey told him it's not his fault, the blame falls squarely on Drew McIntyre's shoulders. The revelation that shook everyone was when Jey addressed the elephant in the room. The Bloodline. He was asked if this attack would bring the family back together, if Roman Reigns would get involved, if the old bloodline would reunite to take down Drew McIntyre. Jey's answer was measured but powerful. He said that right now, his focus is on his brother and on getting revenge against Drew McIntyre. He acknowledged that his relationship with Roman is complicated, that there's history there that can't just be erased overnight. But he also said that family is everything, and if Roman wants to stand with them against this threat, then maybe, just maybe, they can find common ground. This is massive because it opens the door for a potential bloodline reunion, but not in the way we've seen before. This wouldn't be Roman calling the shots and everyone falling in line. This would be equals coming together for a common cause. Jey made it clear that if they do reunite, things will be different this time. Jey also dropped some hints about what's coming next. He said that Drew McIntyre better watch his back because retribution is coming, and it's coming fast. He promised that Jimmy will get justice, and that Drew will pay for what he did. The intensity in Jey's delivery left no doubt that he means business. But here's something else that's interesting. Jey was asked if he would face Drew one-on-one, and he said absolutely. He wants Drew in the ring, man to man, to settle this the right way. But he also hinted that if Drew wants to play dirty and attack people when they're alone, then maybe Jey needs to adopt a similar strategy. This raises questions about what kind of match we might see. Will it be a straight-up singles match? A no-holds-barred fight? Street fight? Hell in a Cell? Jey didn't specify, but he made it clear that when he gets his hands on Drew McIntyre, it won't be pretty. The wrestling community has been buzzing non-stop since Jey's revelation. Social media exploded with reactions from fans, former wrestlers, and current superstars. Many people are rallying behind Jey and Jimmy, expressing support for the twins and condemning Drew's actions. Others are praising Drew for being ruthless and doing whatever it takes to make a statement. Some fans are calling for an immediate match between Jey and Drew at the next premium live event. Others want to see a tag team match with the Usos facing Drew and a partner of his choosing. There's even talk about this being the catalyst for a massive Bloodline versus Drew McIntyre's Army storyline that could dominate WWE television for months. What makes this situation so compelling is that everyone involved has legitimate reasons for their actions. Drew McIntyre has been disrespected and held back for too long, and he's taking matters into his own hands. Jey Uso is defending his family and seeking justice for his injured brother. There are no clear heroes or villains here, just warriors fighting for what they believe in. Jey also addressed the WWE Universe directly in his interview. He thanked the fans who have supported him throughout his journey, from his days as part of the Bloodline to his current run as a singles competitor. He said that the fans' energy and passion give him strength, and that he'll need all of that support in the coming weeks. He acknowledged that he knows some fans are tired of Bloodline drama, that they want fresh storylines and new faces. But he asked those fans to understand that this is personal, this is real, and this is about family. He promised that what's coming next will be worth watching and that everyone will get their money's worth. One of the most powerful moments in the interview came when Jey talked about the bond between twins. He explained that people who aren't twins can't fully understand the connection. He said that when Jimmy hurts, he hurts. When Jimmy succeeds, he succeeds. They're two halves of the same whole, and that's why Drew's attack affected him so deeply. Jey revealed that he and Jimmy have been having conversations about their future in WWE. Before the attack, they were discussing possibly reuniting as a tag team permanently or continuing to forge their own individual paths. Now, everything has changed. Now, the only thing that matters is making Drew McIntyre pay for what he did. Looking ahead, the implications of this situation are enormous. If Jey gets his revenge match with Drew, it could be one of the most personal and brutal encounters we've seen in years. If the Bloodline does reunite, even temporarily, it could shift the entire power dynamic in WWE. And if Jimmy's injury keeps him out for an extended period, it changes the landscape of both the tag team division and the singles competition. There's also the question of what Roman Reigns thinks about all of this. The tribal chief hasn't publicly commented yet, but you know he's watching. You know he's aware of what happened to his cousin. The question is, will he get involved? Will he reach out to Jey and Jimmy? Or will he stay focused on his own battles and let them handle this themselves? Some insiders are speculating that this could be the beginning of a new chapter in the Bloodline saga, one where the family comes together not out of obligation or fear, but out of genuine love and loyalty. That would be a fascinating evolution of the story that's dominated WWE for years. Drew McIntyre, for his part, has been unapologetic about the attack. He's said that Jimmy Uso was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that if Jey wants to step up, he's ready for that challenge. Drew has made it clear that he's not afraid of the Usos, not afraid of the bloodline, and not afraid of anyone in WWE. The Scottish Warrior has been on an absolute tear lately, destroying everyone in his path and making a strong case for a championship opportunity. Some people believe that his attack on Jimmy was a message to the entire locker room that he's the most dangerous man in WWE right now. Others think it was a tactical error that will bring the wrath of the entire USO family down on him. As we wrap up this video, let me say this: what Jey Uso revealed changes everything. This isn't just another wrestling storyline with predictable beats and outcomes. This is raw, emotional, compelling television that has everyone invested. Whether you're Team Jey or Team Drew, you can't deny that this feud has the potential to be one of the best of the year. The truth is out there now. Jey has spoken, his intentions are clear, and the path to revenge has been laid out. The question is, what happens next? Will Jey get his match with Drew? Will Jimmy recover and join the fight? Will Roman Reigns insert himself into the situation? We'll have to keep watching to find out. Make sure you're subscribed to Wrestling vs. CC because we'll be covering every development in this story as it unfolds. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Do you support Jey's quest for revenge? Is Drew justified in his actions? Do you want to see the bloodline reunite? Let's get that conversation going in the comments. Hit that like button if you're excited about where this storyline is heading, and share this video with your fellow wrestling fans who need to know what Jey revealed. Until next time, stay locked into Wrestling vs. CC for all the latest WWE news, rumors, and analysis. We'll see you in the next one, WWE Universe.